Hey folks, welcome to Verified Investing. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Today's date is Friday, November 6th, 2020. In this video, folks, I'm going to go over the gift that you're getting from this market rally, and it is a clear gift to look to short names like Facebook and other big tech. All right. If you think big tech's going to new all-time highs, in my opinion, you're insane, and I'm going to explain exactly why that is. All right. So first off, you can see that just in the last few days, we've seen Facebook go from basically $260 all the way back to the 290s, approaching 300. Number one, you have a major double top here. That's the technical level. If we get there, it is the biggest no-brainer short in my career, in my opinion. The reasoning is simple here, folks. First off, you have regulation coming for these big cap tech stocks, and potentially the door is still open for the long-term capital gains to get raised in 2021. Now, we all thought it was off the table, right? We all thought that long-term cap gains tax raise could be off the table over the last few days. And then what we saw is in Georgia, both Senate races there are going to a runoff election on January 5th. That means that you could have both Democrats winning. If both Democrats win and Biden does get the White House, which is looking likely, then the Senate would be controlled by the Democrats, and you would likely get a long-term cap gains tax raise in 2021. All right, that's the bottom line. Because of that, you're going to have some selling into year-end. Now, it may not be, in all fairness, the chance of the Democrats taking both seats is very slim, but there will be some sellers out there that are not going to want to take the risk, because by January 5th, folks, you're not going to be able to sell at that point. If you didn't sell by year end, you can't sell January 6th, for instance, and say, oh, well, it counts and I sold. You're going to be taking your gains that year, which means the taxes will apply to you. All right? It's just that simple. All right, this is basic math here, basic understanding. So you have that. But the other factor is regulation, folks. And I don't know why people think that regulation is not going to come now. They think it was just the Democrats. Frankly, the Republicans are even more mad at the Facebooks, the Googles of the world, and these big cap tech that have been controlling media, right? So you're going to have that, folks, and they are coming after it. It is going to be a bipartisan issue. You are going to have legislation, potentially breakups of some of these companies like Facebook with Instagram. That is coming, and it's just one more reason to look to short these stocks. So basically, I'm looking at Facebook. I am not short at this point, but I'm looking to get short today, potentially to start a small position and add all the way up to the 300 marker if we were to get there. Other stocks to short, obviously Google here, folks. Google just put in a beautiful doji yesterday. This is a great chart, folks. The other sign is, look at this. Look at this trend line. On a technical basis, look at yesterday's high and look at this pivot. That is a top with a doji right there. That is a sell signal galore on Google. All right, if we look at Apple, arguably Apple has had the weakest of bounces here, folks. You have to monitor this. While Facebook's near the highs of the year, while Google's made new 52-week highs just in the last few days, look at the bounce here in this chart. This is not a good bounce. One thing you can see right here is you have a trend line that you're banging up against right there. But again, that is a weak bounce. When I look at stocks and you see the big rally we've had the biggest rally in the tech sector in the last 3 days that I think we have had in like 30 years or so. It's crazy. NASDAQ's up 9% in this week alone. For this stock to only go up that much is a laggard signal. This stock, it doesn't matter if they don't get caught up in the regulation. This stock is going lower based on the indicators here. So watch for that, folks. It is coming down. It is going lower. Your first target's going to be this level. Second target's right here. And the reason I have this third line down here is the 200 daily moving average. I think this is your most likely target over the next couple months on Apple. And the price point on that is $96 and change, $96.40 approximately. If we look at Microsoft's had a big bounce as well. Notice it is not exceeding this high pivot, though. And again, good bounce, but I expect it to flush back down here, folks, and I'm looking to take a short position in that stock as well. The bottom line is these are the names that are in the crosshairs, and it doesn't matter who's in the White House at this point. These stocks are going to see regulation. They're going to see scrutiny. You are going to see things. The biggest question right now is, do you see a long-term cap gains tax raise, at least for the upper, the 400,000 people or higher. And I think that's what it would just apply to. But think about the billionaires out there that have held Apple for, 10 years. They have massive gains. And if you see a doubling in that long-term cap gains tax for those that make over $400,000 a year, I mean, that's a huge amount of selling that could come in before year end. That is something you want to watch, and that could really drive these stocks down into year end, and I think it will. I mean, if you're in the position that I'm in, why would I risk it? Why would I risk it? I know what the capital gains tax, the long-term cap gains tax is right now. Book it, done. All right, I can always rebuy next year. That's not a big deal. But once you wait till next year when these elections are, which is going to make it very tricky, you're not going to know. Guess what? Shit out of luck. All right, guys. Bottom line is, come follow me on Twitter at Gareth Soloway. Come to InTheMoneyStocks.com, folks. If you're interested, come to InTheMoneyStocks.com, and you can see my name at the top of the website. The website here, you can see right down here, InTheMoneyStocks.com. You'll see my name. There's a drop down that comes down. You have verified investing alerts. That's my swing trade service. Verified options alerts. That is my day trading service, folks. Just to give you a sense, 185 closed out trades this year. 185 closed out swing trades from members this year, 1,653% net gain this year, folks. That is my best year. My best year prior to this was maybe 800, 900% net, and we are on pace right now for potentially, maybe close to 2,000%. It is incredible. Get over here. I'm putting out new trades today, just in a couple minutes, in fact. Get involved. I'll see you soon. Talk to you later. Take care.